Hello everybody, we're back here now. I'm going to show you guys how to set up your Weebly account so that you can create and add content to your personal web pages. Alright, the first step in this process we're going to take a look is I'll show you how I add you as an editor. Okay, first thing I do is I go into, this is my Weebly account, I go into pages and I create as many pages as you think you'll need. Okay, so for this experiment, for this demonstration, I'm going to be showing you 3 pages, and I've used my son Bobby, his email account to show you how it works. Okay, so there's Bobby. I've made 3 pages, 1, 2, 3, and I've linked them up when I went to settings and editors. I've made him editor right here. There's Bobby right here, and he is editor for those 3 pages. Okay, so now we'll go into another one. So when I send that request away and add you, and I link you up to those 1, 2, 3, however many pages you want, you can't create new pages, something I'll have to do for you. All right, so you're going to see this in your email, a no reply at weebly.com. It says Robert Ryder has invited you to edit. All right, you're going to see this here. Just click here to get started. Now it's going to take you to a place where, since you are not have not created a web page before, you're probably not a member of Weebly, so you have to actually create an account for yourself. Uh, so right here, log in to accept the invitation. So you have to do it from here. And if you do not have an account, you got to create one from here. I've already taken liberty to create an account for Bobby's. Let me log him in and click login. Once you are in, it's going to ask you a few questions, maybe. If it asks you about your name, your school division, all that stuff, then fill it in as good as you can. Some steps skip right here because I had to go and create it in the beginning. So right here you can see that he has access, what he has access to, what he doesn't. And if you scroll down near the end, you can see banned on most of it. But as you get down, just be careful. You should be able to see, like right here, Braden has 5 pages, and you'll see in blue the pages that you can edit. All right, it looks like I might have missed a page right there, but we'll go to the first one, Bobby Ryder 2. If you click on the blue link, you're going to be able to see the first of your pages. Now, the picture up here comes in automatically, and the content you're going to put in is down here. So what I recommend, let's do a test. These are your tools right here. The pages that you have access to. You click on pages, you can see what you do and do not have access to. And build is where you're going to be, and this is the build area. These are the tools that you have in the build area. And don't forget that you also have access to a publish, so you can publish. I don't have to verify that it's okay. I'm assuming you guys know the content is good enough to put on our website for all to see. So click on publish once you're done. So let's do a demo. First, the title, we'll drag these, and these are just little drag and drop blocks. Okay, so here it is. If I click on that, it's going to say click here to edit. I'm going to delete the content that's in there, and I'm going to call this web page. Let me put caps in there. And right here you have the option of making it bold. So highlight, we can make it bold, italics, so take that one off, underline, make it bigger, make it smaller. You can change the color. You click outside to see the color. Again, you have to highlight kind of do this. You can link it up to another page. You can center it, left, right, justify, we'll center it. Right here, you can remove certain formatting, you can undo, and you can redo. Okay, so that's the menu bar right here. We will link up this as soon as we put a little bit more stuff in here. Okay, so there's his name, it's in red, and we'll bring down a picture. So this is for your big title, this is your smaller title. So I'm going to drag that one down. Just, you can see the blue indicates where it is, and you can still move it around. So if I click right here, I can move it over here. Now it's to the side of my name, and again you can move it over to the left, to the right. Just be very careful where you drop it, okay? And right here, so I'm going to go underneath like I was before. You can see the big blue bar underneath, and Bobby should be in the middle, main title, and just a little bit. Just a little bit. I am a student, okay? Again, if you wanted to center it, you could do that. Usually you don't center from this point. Okay, so we're going to leave it like that. One thing I do like is to separate everything, so text from pictures and all that kind of stuff. So what I do is I use this divider right here. I drag it over and I drag it down below. So if I'm putting a picture in here, I usually divide main areas with those. Let's go to the top. You can put a slideshow image. I'm going to drag image in right here. Maybe I'll put it at the top. No, let's put it down below, right about here. And then it's going to come in like this. Upload your image. We'll click there once. We'll click again to upload photo from your computer. Or you can do a search of favorites or URL if it's from the web. So that's the different ways you can get to it. I'm just going to take a picture. Let me see. Let's just take this one here. You can click and drag, or you click on it once and then open, or double click on it and then open. And depending on the size of the picture and depending on the speed of your internet, it will take a long time or it won't take long at all. If you're doing a lot of pictures in a slideshow, that could take a little bit longer. Okay, so here's the picture, and it's quite big. Maybe you don't want it that big. Right here at the bottom corner, you see a light blue little square. If you click on that, you can drag up and make your picture smaller, like so. And if you want to put your picture next to it, we can do that again. Drag, and you can see the blue bar over here. And again, they're going to squeeze it in. You can squeeze in several pictures, text boxes, all that kind of stuff. Let's see what we have here. Let's just put this in. Something small. There's a picture again. You can make it bigger. Don't go too big. You wouldn't want to pixelate the picture too much. Alright, and if you really wanted to, you can go here and you can drag in the middle. You could put a text box. And of course, it will spell check it for you. If you right click on it, American of course, click on that. There you go. You could put in a whole lot of content there, so you can design it that way if you want. You click on your picture, there's also a way for you to edit this image. If you click on edit, it brings up a little editing menu right here where you can crop, you can change filters, you can adjust colors and all that kind of stuff, saturation. Alright, and contrast. Click back. You can write text on your picture, and you can do a focus right here, radio focus, linear focus. So there's a lot of little things you can do within your picture, and then click save when you're done. If you just click close, nothing will be saved. Click save and it gets updated. Click on it again. We can replace this picture. We can bring in a light box. So if the picture has been made smaller, when you move your mouse over the picture, it makes the picture full size, makes it bigger. Only if you've made your picture smaller and you want people to see a bigger size of it, and when they move their mouse over that picture, it will get larger. If you activate this one here, you can link this picture up. If you click right here, you can link it up to a website. If you have the URL, just click here and type it in. Or what I usually do is I go into, maybe I'll go and do a little example here. If I go river photos, and maybe I wanted to put in one like this here. again, you would have to save it somewhere on your computer. So I'll right click here, save picture as. Maybe you have your own pictures you can use. But if you're taking something from the internet, this is how you would do it. We'll put it down here, and I'm going to call this one number 2 and save. And then we'll go back to Weebly. Okay. But you can put in your URL here to get to it, or you can go back here and put in other stuff. So that's linking. Standard page, if you have access to another page, you could link to it. So I think I have access to Bobby 3. Maybe I can link to that page. It will. Yeah, if the person clicks on this photo, it takes them to Bobby 3. Okay. And it looks like you may be able to do that with the other ones as well. Even though you can't edit, you can link to other people's pages right there. So I'm going to unlink that one. And I'm going to go up here again. And we'll click. All right. And come down. So if you were selling products, then you had a product page, then you could do a link to that, link to a blog, a phone number, a file, or link to an email. Okay, so those are your options right here. And I'm just going to get out of there. And you can align it, center it, spacing. You can add more spacing to the top, bottom, left, right, or less. And you can add a caption at the bottom if you want it to this picture. So see falls. Let's put that in there. You're gonna see it's down at the bottom now. See falls. And under the advanced, you can decide whether you have a border, thin, medium, or thick, and what the color of the border is, gray or black, and picture as well. Okay, whether it's a picture. All right, so that's your options with your photos. Again, you know how to drag in a title, a smaller text paragraph you're going to bring in describing something. You can bring in image, and you're bringing in a gallery, or you can bring a slideshow. A gallery, let's do a little bit of a gallery. I'm going to drag this one down here, and then it's going to ask you what folder you want to get your gallery from, or what pictures you want to use in your gallery. In your gallery will be a whole bunch of little pictures there. So let me go into, not that, let's go into storage, and I have some photos here that I know we can use. Let's go into my account. There we go. And let's do basketball pictures here, folder 1. So let me take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures. That's going to go in there. And again, depending on the speed of your internet, depending on the size of your pictures, it will take a little bit of time, or it will go fast. But they should all be side by side and all visible. Again, the light box can be activated so that the picture that you're on can be made bigger as you hover your mouse over the picture. So that's your gallery. You can see there's 2 in there now, and slowly they'll populate that area. Here we go. It's a basketball tournament we had. And again, you can link up these pictures to various things. Okay, we'll wait till those 2 are done, and then we'll do a slideshow. Slideshow is pretty much the same, except it's one album, and you can scroll through that album. Alright, one more picture to go. And you wouldn't want to put too many photos on a single page. For people with slow internet, it takes a while for everything to show up, especially if your photos are large. Here we go. So there's our photos. And now let's take a look at our slideshow. Drag this down, and again, if I were to put this in there, I would divide them up with a divider line. So you can have them a simple slideshow with no thumbnails, or you can have thumbnails just the way they're displayed here. So let's do this one here, continue, Get my pictures from where, and we'll do the same photos, but just let's do 4 right now. And with these photos, again, you can put a caption at the bottom of each one that describes the picture. You can go in and do minor editing with the pictures. All that stuff is possible. Very easy to do. And again, you can go back and you can add new photos. So once I add these 4, if I want to add more, I can add more just by clicking up here and then choosing the folder and choosing the pictures. Pretty simple to do. Once they're all done right here, and you can see that there is different things you can do to each picture from this menu. We can link it to something else, we can put in a caption, we can put in text on it, or we can get rid of that picture. So I'm going to click save, and you're going to see down below there's your photos. There's the 4 thumbnails of the photos. If you click there, it's going to say transition. Do you want to go fade, slide, mosaic, slice, fold, different transitions where it goes from one picture to the next. Navigation, is it thumbnails or is the navigation at the bottom, top, so you can decide where it's located. And the speed, how long does it take to go from photo to photo. Spacing and caption at the bottom again, and advanced like we saw before. Okay, and that's it. And over here we see our navigation buttons. Click right here. If you click play over here on the left side, it will automatically go through them. 3 seconds that we selected for this, or you can manually go picture by picture. Okay. The other options you have over here in your build menu is to put a map in. I'll let you guys explore that. But if you wanted to have a map that showed where you were located in the world, it combines the Google Maps, works with those. Easy to do, just put in your location, it will find you. Okay, you could put in a contact form, which will come back to you. Again, this is something that the main editor would do, which is me, because you only have a small portion of this page. Our website, you only have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 pages, and not really apply to you. It will come to me. Newsletter forms, assignment forms, you could put in a button. Let's put in a button. So I'm going to put in a divider, which divides that up. And again, I wouldn't put all this stuff in on one page. It kind of fills too much up. It's a lot of loading. Again, people who have slow internet, it's going to be tedious. So let's take a button, drag it down. It's going to go on the bottom here, and you can set up your buttons on the left to right. You look at our main page. There's tons of buttons right here that I've put in that link to other pages within the site. Okay. So let's go back. Here we are. There's the button when it comes in. We're going to click on the button, and then we're going to position it. I'm going to center this button, the button style. I'm going to click. Do you want it really large, blue, gray, really large? I'm going to have it blue and medium size. Okay, go back here. The text on the button, and you can whatever. Page number 3, just links, or it could be interest of mine, right? Whatever you want. There it is. And we've done the style, we've done this, and now we have to tell it where to link. So it's not a website URL, it's a standard, which is a page within our website. We'll click on that, and then we can choose. Again, you can choose any page you want to link to, but I recommend you link only to yours, of course, because that's where your content is. So there's Bobby 3. I'm going to click on that one. It's in there. It says on link. If I want to get rid of it, I'm going to go back again, look at the last one. And spacing. How much spacing do you want? Usually we don't touch that. We leave it where it is. And we'll go back and click outside. So now it should be linked. Okay, so we put in most stuff here. We'll look at everything before. If you know code or you have code to put in certain things into your site, you can go and embed it right here. That's something we usually do. If you have a Weebly Pro account, you can put in HD video and audio. You can put in audio recordings. You can grab a document here. You can put in a YouTube video, Flash. You can put in assignments like in a file format. Again, if you're in the e-commerce and you're selling something, then you can do products and categories. search box you can put in, which will search your entire sites, social icons, RSVP forms. You can do surveys. Again, this is for money. So again, most times we don't look at these, we don't use these, but the option is there to use them. Okay. One that you probably will use as teachers is a file. If you have an assignment that's set up in Word or PowerPoint, drag that in there. The kids can open it. The kids can fill it out. They can just take a picture of it even and email it back to you, completed from home. That's a possibility. Or they can bring it to the school. If they have a printer, they can print it out. Okay, so that's an option, the file. They can save it to their computer, put it on a thumb drive, come in, whatever. So this is a way you can get certain assignments to them by file. And the way you do that is we'll do one now. Bring in a divider again, just to separate things. Let's do the file. I'm going to drag the file down at the bottom here. I don't think it took, so let's make sure. There it is. And then it's going to ask you where you're going to get your file. Click to open. So I'm going to click upload file, and this is position. It's on your left. You could center it, or you could right and left, and you can pop in a bunch next to each other. A file name. So right here, it will. If you don't fill that in, it will give it the name that it has already. So upload file. Let's see if we have something here. What is something we can put in there? This one here, Christmas photo forms, open. All right, so now it, depending on the size again, it will go fast or not. So this is your file. If you want to do another one, we can put them stacked on top of one another. Or if we come way over and you see the blue to the side, then it will put them side by side. Now let's do another one. Upload, upload. Find our file. And it could be a photo. And bus booking form. Let's take that one. And here we go. Okay, there's side-by-side bus booking forms. Okay, so now that's pretty much everything I think that you'll want. Important that you know how to link to your other pages that you have other content on, or link to outside. And if we wanted to link any of these pictures up, you click on the picture, caption advanced, add images. It doesn't look like we can link with these, but if it's pictures like this, you can link these up for sure by clicking on the link button, and we'll go here. You can go to a website. We can go to Google if you want. Google.com. So that picture should link to Google.com. And the important thing to remember now is to publish. So right here now we can click publish. When you're finished with that site, you know it's perfect for people to see. Click on publish. And it says the website is published right here. Now to access your website, to see, you can click here and it will take you, unless you have it open already. So let's go take a look and see. Again, it takes you to the main page. We are located in teacher pages. Let's go in here and see if I did this all right. And we're going to go down to the bottom. So I did the bottom. Looks like I didn't link them up yet. So what I got to do is I got to go in and do that with my own account. And this is how I do that. So under pages right here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to refresh this because things have changed. If it says refresh, somebody's made some changes. Okay, so I'm going to go up and I'm going to go to teacher pages, which is way up at the top. I've got a lot of pages to play around with. Alright, let's see. Pretty sure that that was on the top. Let's see. Looks like it got moved. There it is, teacher pages right here. So I'm going to click on teacher pages. And down here, I'm going to add Bobby to this. All right, and that's my job. I would go build. And I'm going to go into this one right here and decide to put it in the middle. This is something I would do for you right away. So do this right now and erase it after. So there's the middle. And for his email, okay, I'll show you how to link those up as well. So this is his account right here. And just like you guys see, notice that your emails are blue. So if you wanted to put your email in there and activate it so that when people click on it, it sends a message to you, goes to their email so they can send a message, this is how you do it. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to link. I'm going to go down to email. I'm going to click right there and I put in his email. So there it is, and it should be, I'm going to click in the white and up here just to get it the set. If it's blue, it's set. Now, the way we have this set up here, anybody whose name is blue, and it describes that right here. If your name is blue, it means you have a page. Okay, so let's give him a page. So I'm going to highlight his name. I'm going to go link again. I'm going to go to standard page. Remember, websites outside, standard page is within HBO's website here. So we're going to scroll down to find right here. These are the two. We did this one today. So I'm clicking on that one because it's the one we put content into. Okay, so it's there. It says on link. I'm going to click one time in the white and then click outside. And now you can see that his name is blue. Again, if I want this to be active now, I go publish. If I don't hit publish, it saves it, but the general public won't see it. So I'm going to publish it. And I'm going to click. I don't really need to click right here. I can close that. If I already have the site open like this, I still got to refresh though. So here I'm going to refresh because new content has been changed. And I'll go into teacher pages. So teacher pages. And I'll scroll down. I should now see Bobby Rideout. If I want to click right there, that would go to his email. I click on his name. It should go to that website we just created. So there it is. All right, and if I move my mouse over a photo or a picture or a link, and it changes to a hand with a finger like this, it means that it's linked to something. So if I click on that, I linked it to Google, and it opened up in a new window. So I'll close that, go back. This one is not linked. These are not linked, but if I click on them, it gives you a bigger picture, and then you can scroll through them right here. And we can minimize that, close that. Now we'll go down here. Again, this is our slideshow. We can play every 3 seconds. It will change like that, or we can scroll through it, or we can click on the photo down below. You can have 50, 60, 100 photos in here. Not sure what the limit is. The good thing is they load one at a time, and you don't have too many pictures needing to load at once. Okay, and if you want to pause that, you click pause. We'll come down here now, and these are files. Let's look at the files first. So if I click download file, saving it to my computer, I can do that. So there's my Bizarre Christmas payment option right here. And I'm going to stop that, and I'm going to go back because we see it loading, and we could save it. And this is bus booking form. Again, you click on it. It's something people can download. Okay, once it's visible like this, we could right click and save image as, save it to our computer. Let's go back again now, and we'll go to that other link right here, interest. So this is taking us to page number 3. I'm going to click on it, and here's page 3. We put no content into page 3, but we easily could have. So that's it. That's how you do it. Pretty easy. There's my actual live view on the website, seeing what it looks like. If you want to go back to your main page, you can click home. You can click on this graphic right here, Husky's logo, and it will take you back to the main page. Remember, all teacher pages are located right here, second down from admin. Just to let you know that there's ed sites as well. A lot of content. We spent many hours finding different things for teachers right here, especially ELA right here. There's a lot of reading sites for the little kids right here. Charlene gave me this one just yesterday and told me to put it in, where books are read to the kids. Okay, sight words, Starfall, really good. ABCYA, really good. Tumble books, really good. Lots and lots of content here, plus some that don't have the pictures to go with it, but really, really good. Worth your time right now looking at. Maybe you can use it in your class or recommend it to your parents or your students. Okay, and we tried to cover most every course that we teach here. If there's something that you want added to this area, please let me know. Okay, and just give you a little look at the math area. Again, lots of stuff. Splash Math is really good. IXL already sent that out, telling people about it. Free for a month. You sign up with your email. You can sign up all your kids in there and give them specific work to work on, and they can get that through their email at home. So really, really good. Lots of resources. So I hope you found this useful. If you have any other questions, please email me and ask. And if you really find this too confusing, just tell me, give me what you want to put on your website with a little description of how you want it to look, and I can set it up for you, as long as it's not too much. Okay, thank you for viewing. I hope it helps, and we will see you later.